Well, folks, welcome back. We got another match at hand. Scott Murphy did apologize for shooting that bad. Now, we could have had Joey K on the live stream table, but Joey K is not ready to play right now. And so we're going to have this match right here. I'm Upstate Al with AZB TV. I'm going to be stepping out of the booth, and Tony Robles, TR himself, is going to be stepping in. And I believe he's going to be stepping in with the young gun Thomas Rice, the 15-year-old. The match at hand right now that we're going to be sweating right here on the live stream is going to be, and I'm sorry about the score, because my lunch just showed up and I want to eat. And there it is, Evan Broxmeyer, the Broxter, with the red shirt right at the table. Going to be playing Scott Murphy, the owner of Mr. Q. And like I said, Tony Robles is going to be stepping in shortly. If they don't keep the score up to date, that's quite all right. I'll take care of that, but they will announce the score as they can see the beads above the table. Pool detective is in the house. All right, guys, we're going to
I have to see if he was number 21, the top 24 in the B plus getting. But I have to enter the points from this tournament and make sure no one knocked him down.
Okay.
We still have one.
Dave, Tony will get back to you on that. He's got a couple of things with the points and everything, but right now it looks like you are eligible, but he still has to confirm it with the points. So he will be reaching out to you. We'll let you know for sure, Dave. All right, so Tony Robles and the young gun, Tommy Guns, is going to step in as I'm just going to have a little mange. And then as soon as I'm done, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd like to welcome everyone. My name is Tony Robles. I'm here with Thomas Rice, a 15-year-old kid who's an amazing talent, and he's coming into his own. He's starting to beat up on the big guys a little bit here and there, and I expect great things from him.
Thank you, Tony.
And I'd like to welcome everyone in the chat room, everyone viewing, and thank everyone for the support, not just for today, but for the tour in general throughout the course of the year. And we're looking forward to a huge finale next week at Rack's Pool Room in West Hempstead, Long Island. And we're expecting a lot of players there. There's a good possibility we might end up getting more than 100 players next week.
Every year we saw, don't we?
Yeah, well, every year for the finale, we usually get about 90 to 100 or more. But there was one year where we sold that one out, and also the Empire State that we have in February. We normally show that. We had 105 players last year for that one. It's a pretty big event because it's a state championship. But I also want to give a special thanks to Scott Murphy, the owner of Mr. Q, for his support of the tour as well. He really loves the game. I've known him a long time, and he just can't get enough of pool. And I love seeing that kind of enthusiasm in the sport. You know? But before we start, I'd like to thank our sponsors as well. Obviously, first and foremost, Predator Qs. They're the reason why we started the tour. They're amazing, and they also create poison by Predator. Also want to give a shout out to NYC Grind and Delta13.com. Delta 13 just sent me an email saying that they're going to give anyone that plays on the tour a 10% discount on any of their products.
That's very nice.
On their site, so that's pretty nice of them. So I want to thank Kristen Taggart as well as Terry Taggart, the owners of Delta13.com. Billiards Digest, of which I write a monthly article for them. Mike Panozzo, the owner of Billiards Digest. He's been amazing. I can't thank him enough. And also Master Chalk, as well as Ozone Billiards. They came on board this season as a sponsor. They've also been amazing, and I'm looking forward to hopefully continuing our relationship for the following season. And the NAPL, which is my league that I started from scratch, the National Amateur Pool League. We offer 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, and eventually straight pool. We also offer both teams and singles. And Gotham City Technologies,
Ron Mason.
Mason. Ron the Rhino Mason.
Mason, yes.
I love that nickname. Hunter Lombardo gave him that name. I want to wish Hunter Lombardo and Mika Immonen and Rodney good luck over there in the Philippines for the Manny Pacquiao Cup that he's doing out there. Also, this is the logo to Rack's Pool Room, where we're going to be having the finale. So thank you to Holden for hosting again. Also, shout out to Gotham City Billiards, Gotham City Billiard Club, Kevin Buckley and Isabel Buckley. They're amazing people. They're doing a lot for the sport. And I can't thank them enough for what they put a huge amount of money, not just to having events, but also to their room. They're always improving on it. So they do a fantastic job. And I wish them the best of luck always. And we're always looking forward to going there. And also to my sponsors, Amsterdam Billiards of New York City. Owners Greg Hunt and Ethan Hunt have been phenomenal for me. Done everything. I can't thank them enough. And this is NYC Grind. Always here covering the events. So they're about to start the match. It's going to be Evan Broxmeyer versus Mr. Q owner, Scott Murphy. And I love the fact that this is the first annual holiday classic here at Mr. Q Billiards. Also want to wish Scott Simonetti and John Troviano good luck with their Christmas classic, which they will be having. I don't believe it's next weekend. It's the weekend after the finale. They do a fantastic job. I'm kind of sick that I can't play in the event. I appreciate the invite, but Gail and I will be away for the holidays. But I wish them the best of luck because they also do a lot for the game. And another special shout out to John Lehman, who's not just a top-notch referee and tour director, but also the owner of the Tri-State Tour. He does so much for the game, along with Todd Fleetman and also Jose Burgos of the Mez Tour. I mean, I respect anyone that runs any tours. Oscar Dominguez just started the Mez Tour up there in California, so I wish him the best out there as well. He's a good kid, and I appreciate and respect everyone that does anything for the sport. We need to stick together as a whole and do what we can to help the sport grow. So we're waiting here for Scott Murphy to break the balls. I believe he's waiting for someone to shoot. Okay, so Scott scratches on the break. Evan is a local here who's been playing out of bar leagues for a long time. He's actually an 8-ball champion, and his license plates read 8-ball master. So it's pretty neat. But he's a very experienced player. He used to play many, many years ago. Then he got married, had a couple of kids, and stopped playing for a while and just started playing around his area. And he's capable of beating anyone when he's on. I can't tell if he can see the 2 or not. Well, obviously he couldn't because he called the safe. You can tell this is Scott's table. If he can come that close to scratching and stop the cue ball there. Well, he plays on this table all the time. Nice shot. I don't really see any trouble here. He comes one rail or even just cinch the cue ball over with the 5 and then shoot the 5 up the corner, the 6 up the corner, the 7 in the side or in the top right-hand corner, depending how he ends up on the 6. Oh, I'm surprised he did that. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. My fault. There's actually a 4 ball there. I thought the 4 was the 8. It's tough to see the colors here. So he actually hit that great. Again, I don't see any problems. 5, 6, 7 stop shot. You can actually do 2, 3 stop shots in a row here. Want to say hi to Devil Dave out there and also to Tony Iggy. How's it going, buddy? How'd you do yesterday at the Tri-State? Did you end up playing? Because I know you had a pretty long trip over there. Oh, wow. He definitely jumped up on that one before he even stroked it. You can tell that he's not playing a lot because he just looks uncomfortable when he's at the table. Well, if I were Scott, you have 2 options here. Shoot the 7 with high left, come down table. I prefer to hit the 3rd and 4th rail coming towards the lower right-hand corner pocket because once I hit that bottom rail, I'm going right towards the 9. But I'm very comfortable with that shot. I know more or less how to hit it to make sure the cue ball comes in between the side pocket and the corner pocket to avoid the scratch coming down table. Now that was a very good shot there as well, but the reason why I'm not crazy about that shot is because you're going away from the 9 ball on that one, so you could potentially end up overhitting it and end up on the rail or scratch or even potentially behind the 10. But he came out smelling like a rose on that one. Ooh, crazy. Oh, Scott got out. That's all that matters. So Scott takes the first game and leads by the score of 1-0. Also want to give a shout out to Mr. Mike Howerton, owner of AZ Billiards. It's always a pleasure working with you. He does so much for the game with that side, and wow. JP Parmentier designed that side, another buddy of mine. He's amazing. And Jerry Forsyth, they do an amazing, a tremendous amount of work for the game. Most people have no clue how hard they have to work just to keep that side updated. So thank you for all that you do. All right, so Scott came with dry here. This is a tricky shot right here, getting from the 2 to the 3. If anything, if you're going to go one rail, you need to make absolutely sure that you're going in front of the 9. If the 10 weren't there, I might be willing to take the risk of running into the 8 ball. So I can't tell from here if it's that close to the point where it might interfere. Hit that great. And again, like I said, you want to make sure you stay on that side of the 6 or the 9, so that way you eliminate any possibility of going behind the 6 and the 9. Worst case scenario, you end up on top of the 6 or the 9. Now, I'm not sure if he got a good enough angle to go 3 rails without running into the 10. If he did not get that angle, it's going to be tough. He can either run into the 8 and take a long shot on the 5, or go 2 rails past the side pocket and shoot the 5 slightly past the center of lead the cue ball slightly past the center of the table. I know Jimmy DeSenza is asking me about the finale next week. He does want to give me money. I just have to confirm whether or not you qualify. I'm not sure how many events you played last year, Jimmy. I do know that for the finale, if anyone wants to check whether or not they qualify, just go to the tour site. And if you can't find it there, we have it on Facebook on our page. We send the emails out before each event. And the top of the bracket for the A++, the top 4 qualify because we don't have that many A++ players. The top 16 for the A+ qualify. The top 20 for the A class qualify. The top 24 for the B class qualify. And then for the bottom of the bracket, the top 24 for the B class qualify, the top 20 for the C class qualify, the top 16 for the C's, and the top 4 for the DD+.
You look like a fucking pilot in a spaceship. Where's the spaceship?
So okay. Hit the 4 ball. Kicked it.
Yeah, over here he probably needs to.
Can he bank it? Or play safe? Or what do you like? Playing safe on this ball? Or banking it?
You know, it all depends on the angle. I like banking this because if I miss it, you know, there's a good chance. But, you know, Evan doesn't take risks. He's a very smart player. He'd rather, you know, he follows kind of my model. My motto is let them make the mistake. Why should you?
Yeah.
So if you're unsure, then you have to duck.
Okay. And Evan is an open player?
Who's that, Evan? Yeah. Yeah, when he's in stroke, absolutely.
Okay, it's the 4 ball. And look at this row. He's going to go right behind the 9. Wow.
Yeah, that was a good hit right there.
Yeah.
That was a strong shot. He hit it like he owned the table or something, right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't think he can go that way.
Tony Iggy said he's taking it down next week. It's going to be a big prize fund.
Good luck.
Yep. Since we normally average more amateurs than we average pros, we decided to add 3,000 to the amateur and 2,000 to the pro. So the amateurs
really,
are getting
yeah,
the chunk.
it's going to be a good prize
Big
fund.
chunk. It's going to be good.
Holden always does good.
Yeah.
So how you doing in the tournament today?
2-0 so far. How? I have no idea. I no longer play. My wife and I recently bought a home here in Long Island. We're like 14 minutes away from Lindenhurst. We're here in Mr. Q, where before we were like an hour and 10 minutes away. So we're ecstatic and excited about the house, but I haven't had a chance to play. The good news is that I am going to be putting a pool table
Brunswick, right?
in the basement, so I'm going to be playing more. So now I have no excuse.
Yeah. Follow this cue ball, a right spin, back and forth. Cue ball's gotta go. Nope. Now I like locking him up on the 7 ball. What do you think? I like locking him up.
Yeah, if you have enough room to, you know, cinch it, well, not cinch it, you don't want to cinch it, you want to hit the 5 with enough speed. But he might just try to put him behind the 10, believe it or not, or maybe even the 6 and the 9, depending how short he comes off the third rail. See, I would have hit it harder and try to either put him underneath the 10, or even harder than that, put him in front of the 6 and the 9.
Okay.
But see, the reason why that's still a good shot is because he made sure that no matter what he did, he secured that the 5 stayed by the top rail, that it didn't leak out. So that's why he probably hit it too soft.
Yeah. So he's trying to get behind the 9, the 6 and the 9, but I like him getting out with this. I like him getting out. Just avoid the side pocket.
I know Dreamcastle 1 is asking if there are any brackets. Unfortunately, we do not have brackets, but that's something we plan on doing in the future.
Brackets? What do you mean, like?
Tournament brackets for the event. Oh, wow.
I missed the 6 ball. Left it in the pocket.
Yeah, he kind of like took a stab at that one. He didn't use a full stroke.
Stroke it, yeah.
So you can tell he felt uncomfortable with the shot.
Stop the cue ball. Wow. Just missed the 9 ball in the side pocket.
Yeah, that's a surprise right there.
He jumped up on the ball, too. He jumped on that shot.
It's like I said earlier, he doesn't seem comfortable at the table. And, you know, again, if you combine the fact that he doesn't play anymore like he used to, on the bigger tables, he's just used to the bar tables. It's a big difference. When I play in the U.S. Open 10 ball every year in Las Vegas and I play in the Grand Masters, that tournament lasts about 3 days. So you're playing constantly for at least 8 to 10 hours a day on the small bar tables. Then when you start playing on the 10 ball, 9-footers, 10
It looks
ball,
so different,
I
yeah.
feel like I'm on a snooker table.
Yeah.
And I just can't adjust to it. I would have to play for like 2 days. They
Yeah.
don't give you 2 days.
At Valley Forge, it's the same thing when you go back to the 9-foot table. Called the bank on the 9 ball. How'd he hit that shot? Ooh.
Wow.
Still left it good though. Not no easy shot on the 9 ball.
Well, Scott doesn't like it. He has the option, you know. He can,
To give it back, yeah. And I think he let Scott shoot again. What do you like, cutting this ball? No, right?
I like banking it and leaving the cue ball somewhere near the bottom rail. So that way, if I miss it, you know, if he doesn't like it, he make me shoot again. I'll take another chance at it. If not, then if he makes it, God bless him, he earned it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do
Let
something.
him make the mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to end up doing something where I'm cutting it in and then hanging it and then just giving
That's
it to
what.
him. You see?
Wow.
That's
Ooh.
the shot right there. He
think-
overhit it a bit, but look, you see?
It's
At least
still-
he makes his bank, or if he cuts it in and comes around the table,
He earned it.
you're making him earn it. You know, you're not giving it to him.
Is there a possible side pocket scratch on this shot?
Not if you know the rails well. I mean, you know that the diamond tables are known for running short. See, he banked it. That was a great shot right there. But he kind of did the same thing, except he banked in the side, as opposed to Scott banking in the corner.
1-1.
Yep, the score is 1-1. I am stepping out for a second, and I will be back.
Okay. Devil Dave asked, what kind of table is Tony putting in the basement? He's putting a Brunswick Gold Crown 4, I believe. So, Evan Brock set to break in game number 3. Nothing on the break? No, just a dry break. Scott Murphy sees the 1 ball, but 2 balls in a tough situation. He can get down below the 3 ball. That's where he's got to get below the 3 ball. Little low right spin. Just like that. Once the cue ball stay there. Now he could play a 2 off the 8 to create a pocket for that 3 ball. See, that's what he did. And he stopped off the 4 ball. 3 in the opposite pocket. So if he wants to play safe, he could, but I like playing the 3 ball in that other pocket.
Bada bing, bada boom. What's going on here, Mr. Rice?
Nothing much upstate, Al.
1 apiece. How's Scott hitting him?
It's hitting him pretty good.
Settled in?
I don't like that shot he just played. He moved the 4 ball. Now there's no pocket. I like playing safe on this shot. What's a safe you see here? Putting the 4 to the opposite rail.
I like playing the cue ball behind the 9, just feathering off the left side of the 4, and bringing the cue ball behind the 9, 5, 7, using that as a wall, something like that. Got to watch the hole though.
And
I don't think he got him.
now you could follow up and put the cue ball on the 10 ball. You could stop the cue ball. There's plenty of ways to play this shot. But watch his speed on these diamond tables. Table's fast.
Yeah, it could leak out.
That hit that good now, but well, see, that's the problem. He didn't weld the balls together. Now he leaves an easy 1-rail kick for Evan.
All right, so you guys have been keeping the score up to date, huh?
Yeah.
Loving it.
See, and did he call the ball in? I think yes, he did.
Yeah, if you're going to kick that shot,
You gotta
call it.
So now he doesn't have a pocket for the 5.
Did anybody mention in the chat about you hitting your cue stick on the table?
No.
Well, we got a few people out there that are saying that's bad for the game.
It is.
They don't want to really reprimand you to, like,
I'm happy they do that.
like you're a 5-year-old. They just want to give you some advice that it doesn't look nice on camera. Even though you see some of the pros do it, doesn't mean that it's right. You know, it kind of looks like, you know.
Nah, it's wrong.
All right, guys, now you can hammer him. No, I'm only
You're
kidding.
And I
He
shouldn't
realizes
do that. I shouldn't do
he's
that.
very smart. All right. He just said he shouldn't do it.
You were watching the match?
We were sweating a little bit of it, and I seen you whack your stick off in the corner there. And we were talking about that last night, weren't we?
Yeah. And I haven't really been doing that.
And Iggy says, Thomas, we shall talk about that.
Okay, Iggy.
There you go. Couldn't talk about it with a nicer guy, right?
Yeah, Iggy's good.
Iggy's cool. I like Iggy. All right, what do you think here? If he back cuts this in, he's got to watch the 8.
Scratch.
He's got to watch the 10. Got to be real careful. Or
But
you
he
just
could
slow
scratch
roll
on
it.
this shot.
Well, if you slow roll it, you'll be okay. He's
but
trying
he's
to
drawing.
drawing it. He could get in trouble right into the hole.
How do you,
Right into the hole. There it is.
And that was a good shot, though. That was a great shot. You guys had a lot of confidence on that shot.
All right, this is Evan Broxmeyer. For those of you that don't know Evan, Evan's been around quite a while. I think he's 37 years old right now. Right, 37 or 38.
Hasn't been playing much.
No, he's been playing a lot of bar box, but he has traveled. He's played in Derby City down there in DCC. He's played in the Turning Stone numerous times.
Plays a little right spin, come out 3 rails, play the 9 in the corner pocket. Oh, he drew it. I
Watch
didn't
the
like
rock.
that. I didn't like that. Ooh, I didn't like that shot, Al.
Ooh, Scott's got to be shaking his head at that one.
Looked like he was going right in on that shot. And he would have gotten in trouble even if he didn't scratch and it didn't hit. If it would have hit that round, he maybe would have been married to the 9 ball.
Force following this.
He could pop it off the rail. Oh, but he forced it, like you said.
You know, it's a tough shot to hit on these diamond tables. You know, that sometimes that ball won't go in. You know that. Because all the juice you juice it up with.
And the pockets are very tight. So he's got a very thin cut on the 10 ball. Would you like cutting this? I like cutting this.
You know,
ball
he played in the banks down in Derby City. I don't know. He might just elect to bank this.
Or play safe.
That's exactly what he did.
And how did he hit that nice? There's a lot of distance between them.
Tell you what, for
I think he's gonna call the bank of the cut. It's one of those. He's not gonna play
it's
safe
a
back.
makeable shot. He's got to watch the cue ball. Don't let it escape on him. There's 6 holes on the table that he'll fall into. So he's got to watch the rock here.
I kid you not. You follow his footsteps and do the things he does in his life, and you got a shot. Okay? You do hang out with anybody else, you're done.
That's Mr. Action right there in the wings. Speaking of Thomas Rice, we have another seat over here, sir. If you would like to sit down with us, we do have a seat, and we do have a headset for you also. All right?
Didn't he used to play like $10,000 a set?
Yes. His first name is Thomas.
What do they know about us?
Young Gun. Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns. All right, and you're number 3. So we got Dave Mandela, right? Did I pronounce that right?
That would be Mindell.
There you go.
Mandela.
Known as Mr.
Action.
Action.
And who am I hanging out with? I know it's upstate Al.
Yeah, and
upstate
you got
Bill.
and you got Thomas Rice, known as
Rice?
Tommy Guns.
Tommy Guns, you're a good-looking kid.
Thanks.
But I got to tell you something. What I told you just before, I don't care what anybody
We want to hear you.
thinks.
Go ahead.
I really don't care what anybody thinks, how goofy I might be. Kid, if you follow Tony Robles' way of handling yourself, you have a shot to enjoy your life, okay? Pool is a tough game, and when I say tough game, I mean the people that surround you just want to pick your pockets and take advantage of you while you're young and use you. Don't be that kid, okay?
I don't know if
Follow
you
Tony
guys can
Robles,
you it, but I can feel it coming from the heart
okay?
as this
I mean it, young
fine
man.
gentleman, Mr. Action,
Thanks.
Explains this to the
Okay.
young gun.
I mean it, but you go to school,
Yep.
okay? I don't care what. You get yourself an education for real or find a trade you like. Because you look around and the money, unfortunately, that's in this game isn't tremendous. But I know you love the attention, you're fun, you're unique, okay? And you got a shot to have a great, great life. As long as you don't let the people try to use you or let the gambling get to you. That's the whole deal, alrighty?
Yeah.
Well, his dad won't let him play pool unless he does good in school.
Well, that's terrific.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay? When I was your age, my mother forged my birth certificate to say that I was 16 when I was 14 so I could hang out in the pool room. That's how bad my friends were. And I was from Massapequa. You think it was a good place to grow up? Ooh, baby. But again, so who do we have playing today?
We got,
I will be
you know,
right
Evan
back.
Broxmeyer.
Okay, Evan, yes, Evan Fairfield. He's a very nice boy. He's got an 8-ball master on his Range Rover.
Right, and he's playing Scott Murphy. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Mr. Personality, Mr. Happy.
Mr. Hoppy.
Yes, this will probably, well, I've been waiting to get thrown out of here for a long time, so if Scott hears this recording, I'll be gone.
They're not going to throw you out of there.
I promise you they will. So let's see, what else we got going on?
Well, we're going to have Thomas step out. He's got to make a phone call.
He's a good
And-
kid. I wish this kid the best.
We're going to have Mr. Steve Kurtz himself.
Oh, Steve
You know
Kurtz is
Steve.
joining us?
Oh, he's waving already like an air traffic controller. He wants us to turn it down a little bit in his headset.
Oh,
All right.
I thought he was trying to duck me.
That should
Okay.
sound all right.
That's all right. I'll
right.
deal with it.
And there's Mikey Fingers. He's got a cold, so he's a little cranky.
And there's the cue ball somewhere behind the 9.
Yes. And there's... Anyhow, it truly is an honor to be here sitting with you, Upstate Al.
Hey, listen, man, like I told you last night, the door is open. You don't need an invitation to come in here. We go way back, and the first gift you ever gave me was dirt. That's how far we go back, and we had fun playing in the dirt.
Yes, the dirt, I remember. I still have some recollections of the old dirt days. Oh, my God. So, when are we going to start seeing some real action in these pool rooms? You know what? How about I talk for whatever happened to action? Okay?
It's
Whatever
really,
happened?
I tell you the truth, out Midwest, it's pretty heavy.
Everybody says there's no money, there's no money. There's all kinds of money. People are buying extensions on cues, jump cues, break cues. Why can't we?
You got Manny Pacquiao dumping 80,000 into a tournament. Putting it up 80 grand, 100 grand, 40,000.
Manny Pacquiao, the
The
boxer?
boxer, yeah, he loves pool.
Really?
He's a jam up A++ player.
Manny Pacquiao, the
Yeah.
boxer, is putting up? I got to meet
And he plays
Manny.
pool.
Wait a sec. I got to meet Manny because I could be a promoter.
Oh, I know you can. I mean,
I'm looking to promote. I'm looking for great action. Okay? But nice action. If people are going to get mad, move on.
right.
Dave's already working the angles.
Okay? Yes. As a matter
Well,
of
you know
fact,
what? He knows how to work the angles. He's been there. Trust me.
If
You
I-
know him as just as long as I do, probably, if not longer.
I think that we should find somebody to buy a pool room. Okay? For me to run the whole deal. Okay.
Oh God.
Maybe. Okay, and we'll just have to call it Mr. Actions. Okay? What do you think about those?
You're going to be the front man.
We'll have 26 pool tables, and we'll have 9 billiard tables. We'll make the game
26
fun.
and 9. So
Okay.
we're looking at 10,000 square feet.
Whatever.
No, more than that. It's got to be at least 15,000 to put that many tables
Who
in it.
cares? Where are they going to come? They'll come from everywhere to see action.
Just to see you.
Well, not me. I mean pool action. No, me, I'm done. Okay, we know that. Okay, I'm toast. Okay? You can give me the 4 and out, I'm going to choke on a 9 ball.
He's got his line in the water already, folks.
And again, it is exciting to be here. Hey, wait a second. How about this? I forget. Hey, you guys.
Why don't we do a radio show, you
No.
and I?
How about this?
Let's hook up with a radio show.
Why don't you guys? How come there's only 9 to 10 people here? Where are you, action people? Start to play. Show up at these tournaments, whether it be here, Racks, whatever it might be.
It's tough,
Steinway.
Dave, it's tough.
Now start betting a little bit, okay? Betting, and I'm against the getting it over your head. Yeah, but make it exciting. It's like death in here. You know what I mean? The girls should be playing.
There's many tournaments going on. We were just discussing this in the chat. There's many tournaments going on where, whether it be in New York or New Jersey, you got different tours going on. So you got groups of people that play. They have their choice of tours to play on, which is America. I agree with that.
understand.
But what happens when you got different tours playing the same weekend is you split up the field. So if we had one tour going on this weekend and then a different tour going on the following weekend, now you have 100 people going to each event instead of splitting up.
Well, yeah, I truthfully, and again, just from what I understand and how real life works, that basically, why don't they get together, okay, and just make it one tour, put some money into it, and share in the profits? You know what I'm saying? It's like what they're doing with these casinos. They're trying to find a way to build these different casinos upstate, over here. Casinos are losing propositions, okay, in these poor areas. You see what happens there? They
Right.
okay, you know what I would do? I would build the casino at Aqueduct Racetrack, okay, where they have it now. Build a huge casino, but let the Indian people share in the profits, the people from upstate, and get it done. You'd have an unbelievable traffic mecca.
Well,
And-
they're putting them. They're going to put some up in Schenectady. They're going to put them all upstate.
Forget that.
They're
bring
already
it
trying to
here.
pass that now.
But by the same token, pool rooms. Why should there be no action in the pool rooms? Why should they have 3 or 4 different tours where people go here, there's 9 of them, 10 of them. Why can't they all just get together? We used to play it.
Well, that's what we were discussing.
We
Some
used
kind
to-
of a committee,
again,
you know.
Again, I'm not bragging about it because it
Yeah.
left me broke and homeless. But I will tell you, when we used to play at leisure time, every Monday night there was $7,000 in Calcutta money.
Well, when I ran the tournament in the Golden Q, you remember that.
Of course.
You could come there and win 5,000-6,000 any given Monday.
Okay, so you're going to tell
And that's
me.
back then.
So you're going to tell me that there aren't any action. You guys got to find the action people. That's what you got to do. So, get the action people in the places so you can build the game up and get the girls to play and the young kids to play. And,
Well,
I feel
I think we should have it in schools. I don't think that it shouldn't be in schools.
Well,
The
I don't think it
Philippines, China has it in school. Japanese have it in school.
I didn't say that I don't believe they should have it in school, but I will tell you this, that when people say, oh, the kids don't play pool anymore, the kids don't play pool, blah, blah, blah. Of course the kids play pool, okay? You got to get them here first. And my thing was, if you get a 15, 16-year-old kid come in the pool room, you call him over to the desk, you ask him for his phone number, you call his parents, and let his parents know that he's in a safe place. And all of a sudden, kids start coming in, kids start coming in.
I like the other flip of the coin. I like putting it in schools. You see, if we put it in schools, and you start from, let's say, the first grade, second grade, okay, now we start to see who our champions are. Who's the next champions after Johnny Archer? Who's the next champ? Now you see them start to flourish in school. Now listen to this idea. You're not cutting out your majors. You're not going to be cutting out English. You're not going to be cutting out any of those majors in school. You're adding to the environment, and I'm going to tell you how, besides the economy. Now your daughter or son comes home and says, well, you know what, I need a pool cue. I need a pool case. Well, I'm going to need chalk, a glove, whatever the case may be. And now we start to generate.
Well, upstate Al.
In Japan, listen to
Yeah?
this. Sorry, I had a cough. 1 second. I know an 18-year-old champion out of Japan. In fact, I streamed her. Zitang Wu. Zitang Wu. Is that pronounced right? Yeah, I believe I did. Female. This is her schedule in Japan. Monday through Saturday, it's 8 hours of pool a day. What does she do on Sunday? Sunday's tournament day in Japan. They all play pool. You got to see this young lady shoot.
Wait a second. Steve, Uncle Al, okay, what I'll tell you is this. I got to disagree 1,000,000%.
Oh, wait a minute. Now we're really going to get into
Okay,
this.
let me tell you something, okay?
Okay, I want to hear the disagreement. I like rebuttals.
Okay.
Go ahead.
To me, okay?
Steve,
the
you
worst
step
thing
in
could
anytime
do-
you want.
The worst thing you could do is have young kids start playing pool.
Why?
Okay, when I say young, because, okay, it's not the greatest. Let's be blunt. Until we make it flourish and bright lights
Taiwan,
and
that's
fun,
right, Marty. Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
this is no place for kids when they're young.
Not right now.
Okay, but
Once things start to change around, now you have an environment where they have to do some kind of practice, like homework, and they will be coming to your local pool room.
let's be blunt and frank, okay? Pool players, most of them aren't the greatest people in the freaking world. Sorry, boys and girls, I met you all, okay? There's too much selfishness, too much greed, too much.
But it wouldn't be that way if it
It
became on a regular basis. It wouldn't be that. Well, you wouldn't be growing in school to be greedy. You would be growing in school to perfect the game.
Yeah,
you
but-
wouldn't be growing in school and
You know
learning
what?
the game to be a hustler. You would be learning the game to be a professional.
Let them
to dress as a
No,
professional.
let them in school. Let them learn about all the things that are on Discovery Channel, this, that, the other thing, and let them learn to be scientists and fly and do all.
Do
these
you know that
different
there's
things.
a couple of scholarships right now that are in place?
Scholarships?
Yes. that
I
are in
think
place?
that's horrible. Okay, I think this should
You
be-
had bad experiences.
No,
Not
but-
everybody
but,
did.
No, you got to remember something, okay? I've had many, many great experiences, and believe it or not, I wouldn't change them for anything. But when you see what it does to people, half the time everybody's mad. I should have bet more. How could I miss this? How could you play that game? It's like poker. How could you play those cards?
But that's the stigma that everybody has in their mind today.
Yeah, believe
Not
me.
all pool rooms are like they were years ago.
Please.
You could go into a pool room. We would just talk about it with your family and sit down and have a meal in a lot of these pool rooms.
That's, in other words, what I'd like, in other words, to help these guys who own these places make money. Yeah, that's different. But to promote the gambling and the do this for
Nobody's
a living.
promoting the gambling. You're promoting the gambling.
When I say,
you said, "Where's the action?"
No. When I say the action, that's for the guys, the older guys, to have fun and create action and excitement. This, that, the other thing. Okay, but not for kids. I tell every kid, how about this kid, Tommy Guns? Okay. The best thing he could do is, I told him, get a cramp in his hand and never learn how to play the game again. Okay, it's the best thing that could happen to that kid.
Listen.
I gotta go, huh?
No, you're good. No, you don't have to go. You're beautiful. We
I'm
we
the
love you, man.
anti-pool. Okay,
We love you.
I just look how people turn on you. Okay, I mean, you see things happen. It makes people change. The money makes people change, so they wouldn't be. Okay, putting
Right.
an extra game up on a wire.
It's not going to be that way.
Well, I hope not.
Look, if you take a child, and you put a child into a situation where they have to survive up in Alaska, they're going to learn how to survive up in Alaska. They grow into that.
But this
if you
isn't
take a
survival.
child and you put them into pool, and I'm not saying pool is going to be the main focus of school. It's just going to be another sport that they can play in school.
Uncle Al?
Would you rather play that thing with the racket and with the birdie and with the thing and with
Yeah, because you know
what
they
is
call
that?
that?
Bada bing.
Okay, they call that exercise.
We put in
for
$500,000
the kids.
for 10 rackets.
Okay, listen, they call that exercise. And the truth is, you're 1,000,000% wrong, and I love you like a brother. Okay, pool should be nowhere near school.
Listen,
no pool, no school.
Mark my words, because you're going to see it.
Listen, listen, I've seen a lot of things. So I don't believe it won't happen.
Right.
But there's a lot better things these kids could do with their money, and I'll tell you right now, you know what should really happen? You see all the poker that goes on. That the kids should learn in 9th, 10th, 11th grade. Have people come and speak to them about the horrors of getting involved in gambling and ruin their lives.
But I'm not even mentioning the word gamble.
Well, unfortunately, they go together. Okay? Because no matter what, like this poor
Well,
kid.
you could say that with just about anything.
Well, no.
We
that's
can
not
have a
true.
spelling bee, and we're fighting for a trophy.
I understand that, but here's
So
the
that's
thing.
indirectly you're promoting gambling, or you're promoting somebody to get the smarts. I'm not gambling. I'm sorry, but promoting somebody to become smarter at what their
all
task
I'm saying
is.
is this: is this kid Tommy Guns got a lot of talent? He's fun. He's blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Okay, how many pool players make a real living at pool? 3 in the world.
You're talking now.
I'm talking ever.
If you have this in school, now you're in junior high school. All of a sudden, you got spotters like they do for colleges, watching
Never
these high
mind,
school
it's
games,
not that-
watching high school football. Now you got spotters
But
watching
it's
these
a
pool
bad
players.
game. Don't you get it?
Why?
All the game is about gambling, and unfortunately, there's no. I don't want to say crowning achievement, so to speak, but what does it prove? You know what I'm saying?
It's where our next champions. Do you know that there's people walking right beside you on the street that are just like savants, super intelligent, that you don't even know about?
Please. I must be the biggest knucklehead in the country. Everybody says I'm
You're one of the savants.
How about this? How about this?
But you're starting.
People
I'm
say-
starting to think the other way around.
I used to say I'm such a good judge of character, I'm the worst judge of character in the freaking
No,
country.
you're not. You can see right through
me.
people. Let me tell you something.
No, but
This guy will sell you the used bridge. Trust me when I tell you.
don't. But I just want to guide the kids that are heading in the wrong direction in the right direction. Okay? I mean, it's exciting, it's fun when you bet on the game, so on and so forth. But as soon as you get mad for 1 minute or if it affects you the next day, you shouldn't be doing it.
It happens in football. It happens in baseball. It happens in tennis.
understand.
What happened with John McEnroe?
Okay, but
John
here's the
McEnroe
difference.
used to slam his rackets. He
Wait
was
a
the
second.
biggest
I don't
drawer.
know. Wait a second. But it wasn't. It was the fact of losing, not the money. Here's the difference. There's no money in pool. This kid could grow up to be the best in the world. Okay, and there's no money. The pool needs to be promoted with the ladies. Okay, like they used to a few years back. Something has to happen where they.
How do you
make
get it into
exciting.
the Olympics?
What's that?
How do you get it into
Who would
the
want
Olympics?
it in the Olympics? It's ridiculous. To me, the Olympics should be running.
Why?
Track
We have a
and
world tournament.
I
Why wouldn't we
understand.
get it into the Olympics?
Again, why that goes on, I have no. Believe me. when it
We
comes
have
to-
something with an ice and a big, huge stone, and they
Hurling. Hurling.
Yes.
My favorite sport.
Curling. Yes,
Curling.
And they
Yeah, that's
sweep
pretty
the thing,
interesting.
blah, blah, blah.
You
That
rather
guy-
watch with the
that
broom?
little guy who does the cool, you know, who reminds me of the Bullwinkle show. When they used to, the little guy in the Bullwinkle show, the little guy with the mustache, used to come along and sweep up after. Curling. I guess they enjoy that. God bless them. They must have a lot of money. Okay? But
Well,
Listen, again, I've seen so many. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, okay, and people that say it's me, it's me, it's me. I've seen so many good people do bad things in pool rooms, is what I'm going to tell you, okay? It used to be honor, okay? It used to be honor. When I grew up, blah, 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 there was no cheating, nothing. And now, look. Nobody's
What's the
happy.
score up there?
It's 3-2,
3-2?
but I don't know who's up.
The score is
Evans up.
The score is too much. It's not enough. And
Okay, how many kids play football, baseball, etc. in school? And 1 out of 10,000 will make a nickel in the sport
yes, but they do
for the
get
love of the game. You see?
yes, but they do get an
got a point.
education. It's competition. It's exercise. Okay, you know it, and I know it. Okay, to me, you shouldn't be allowed to play pool till you're 18. Okay, that's it. Okay. It's like you ever
Hey,
go
Anya.
you ever go to the stationery stores and you see the senior
I got you,
citizens
Anya.
sitting
Give
there
me a second.
playing a quick draw?
Okay, Anya, you're there.
Anyhow, I've rambled on enough to you guys.
No,
remember-
please don't leave. Please
Just
don't leave.
remember, Dave Mandel, 516-477-4468.
You're gonna receive
I
hate
need-
mail now.
I need a sales job desperately. Okay? Yeah, hate mail.
He
My
is,
whole life
a good
is hate mail.
he is a good promoter.
People say, oh, Dave, you'll never live this down. I've lived everything down. Okay?
Evan Broxmeyer jacked up with the bridge, going to jump shot. We seen this in the Moscone Cup. We also seen Shane do this in the U.S. Open. Jump with the bridge over the 4 for the 1.
Jump with a bridge?
Shane jumped with 2 bridges.
Look at that. He
One
did it.
stacked on top of each other.
He did. And I'll tell you one thing. I wish this game 10 ball was around when I was playing. Because not only did I always choke like a dog, but anytime anybody else got lucky, they found their stroke.
I got you, Fox. Yeah.
So when's the next tournament? Is it next week at Rax?
Yes, it's going to be right there at Rax.
Well, I don't know what I'll
And that's
be.
in West Hempstead, Long Island, isn't it?
Yes, I'm quite familiar
There
with
you
with the Rax.
Mr. Holden Chin, a great host in that room there. We're going to watch
He
Scott
is a
Murphy.
very nice man.
And a good player, by the way.
Who?
Holden.
Oh, I thought you meant Scott.
Oh, so is Scott. Boy, you got the opportunity to get out. You know, this is all recorded, and he's getting all the recording.
Let me tell you something, okay?
There is nothing that you could say that's going to hurt him.
No. There's plenty I can say it's going to hurt him, okay? But he's still playing pool in his own pool room, and you got to give him credit.
I'm surprised, Marty, you don't know Mr. Action.
Who?
Marty Herman out of Boston.
Oh, Boston Marty Herman? Yeah, back in '54, I played him heads up for 13,000. 1954.
1954. You
Yeah.
weren't even walking the street yet.
Oh.
You were
Maybe
still
it
in a
must have been
stroller.
another guy. Maybe it must have been another guy. Hey, am I allowed to talk bad about Frankie Hernandez on this thing?
No,
I better not. Okay.
no. Even though Frankie knows you and you know each other, you're always joking around.
No joke.
don't
Don't
like-
like you, Frankie.
All right, that's enough. we
You're a mutt.
we might have to get him a mute button.
Or muzzle.
But this young man,
He's an up-and-coming player.
yeah, but again, just follow the Tony Robles school of class.
Yes, the
See?
silent assassin.
People think class is you have a lot of money, okay? Class is, and I can tell you from experience, class is you got $13 to your name, not a nickel anywhere. You have an $8 lunch. You leave a $5 tip. That's class, okay?
No pun intended, because we
No.
were talking about school. We're now talking about class.
Yeah.
No pun
Well,
intended.
Tony,
Yeah.
okay.
Tony's definitely a class act.
Yep, this kid, if he just follows that route, he's got nothing but happiness to look forward to. If not, okay, and it's not nice to say, I tell the kid, look around. Like I used to tell Joey K his whole life and others.
Yeah.
You know who I used to, this is weird, Nicky Schulman, who
Oh,
I
yeah.
love,
Yeah,
okay? Nicky Schulman, when I first met him years and years ago when he used to play in Manhattan, and I didn't know him all that well, I used to beg him not to get involved with the pool players.
Fine young man.
Yep, I used to
Know
beg
his
him
mother,
not to
Gina?
gamble. I used to beg him not to. Nicky, look around. Look what you're seeing, Nicky. You don't want to be like this. You don't want to be like this. And thank God he didn't take my advice because he went on to be a
$2.5 million winner in Foxwood at 21 years old.
Yep, and he's a good. I'd love more than anything to see Nicky Schulman and congratulate him.
I spoke to him when he was down in Derby City Classic 2 years ago, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I hope he's doing well. He was a nice boy.
But he's got part of society.
Where did he learn to play poker? In the pool rooms.
Yes. No, listen, I understand, but my whole thing is, guess what? Okay. You saw the games. Forget about
That's true, Marty. Nick's
okay.
mom and dad did take him to tournaments. You're absolutely right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mickey Schulman's parents were there. They were at the Golden Q many nights when they brought him in.
I wish I would have met them.
Yeah, very nice folks.
I would have yelled at them for letting their son play pool, not poker. Poker's okay. Just kidding. I'm totally against the poker routine, too. Okay?
Talk about flip-flopping.
No.
Good thing he's not a politician, boy. We would hit the front page.
Can I tell you something? Okay? Truth is, unless somebody has millions and millions of dollars and they're just playing poker for fun, poker players are totally selfish creeps. Sorry, boys. It's true. Okay? Okay? They just have no lives.
So you're talking about Nicky like that now?
No. Nicky's got plenty. Okay?
He's still playing, though.
Okay? Poker players, unfortunately, will make believe they're the best friends and rob you. It's just, I've seen it too many times.
At the table.
Yes. Yes. Yes, and it's no life. It's totally no life to play poker for a living. You miss out on all the good things in life. And by the way, guys, don't ever date a female poker player. Because you know the rush that you get when you play poker for 30 hours at a time? She gets the same one. Okay? And no matter what you do, okay, she's going to be loving the poker more than you. And besides that, everything's fine.
It's beautiful.
This is Mr. Action's half hour of happiness.
No, listen, it's not a half hour. You're always like this. And that's why we like having you on board.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I hate to
we
see
all
other
have.
people.
We all have.
Listen,
We're not perfect.
But I just don't want to see people following my footsteps.
Right.
Except for the, other things that I've actually done right in life.
The positive things, yeah.
But the poker, they sit there for hours.
Well, you sit back and you act like your life is over.
My
your
life
life's
ain't
not
over. Well, no kidding.
Far from over.
So I'll find a. Listen, I've had many opportunities. I've had many opportunities to do the wrong things to get out of my situation. I won't do them.
Beautiful.
One day, I'll be
sitting on top of the world.
No, I don't want to be on top of the world. I want to be far enough in the world where I can help feed people, where they don't. Kids don't have to be homeless, okay? And kids don't have to be hungry. And to me, I'll say the last thing.
No, not last thing. We don't want you going off like that. We want you staying here.
I will tell you, for a year and a half, I've been everywhere talking about the 7-Elevens that throw away, on average, 10 to 12,000 sandwiches and salads every night. It's not 7-Eleven's fault. It's a law.
It is a law, yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? Change the law. Because it might be a last sale date, but it's not expired. And the food, some 7-Elevens, people are able to pick them up and deliver it to the homeless.
Elderly or the homeless or whatever the case may be.
But so many don't. And about 10,000 sandwiches go into the garbage every day. And it's a year and a half, which is over 3 million sandwiches. And I have been to Democrats, Republicans, every single newspapers here, there. Nobody cares. And it's a shame because there's a woman out there who runs the Island Harvest, okay? And I don't even remember her name off the top of my head. And she does a marvelous job trying to feed people, okay? I believe they could raise the money. They got to find a way to distribute the food. That's fair. And if somebody's hungry, they eat. And when the kids go to school, they come with some kind of card so they don't have to be embarrassed in front of the other kids that, their family can't afford to pay for the food, okay? And something has to be done. I mean, it's ridiculous. We can go to Mars, okay, and drill down in Mars for billions of dollars. That's what it costs us. It was about 2 months ago, I read something where they had this rocket go up to Mars and they had it land in I believe it's the Pacific Ocean. They spent, forget that too. They had how about that? Just think about that. They sent something the size of a washing machine 10 years ago.
Right.
10 years ago, they sent it to land on an asteroid that's going 41,000 miles an hour. Okay? For 10 years now. How did they? God bless them. How did they do that? It landed. They did it. Just they sent it 10 years ago and landed. Now, why can't they feed these people? Okay, you give me. Forget about $1 billion. You give me 10 million. Make sure I don't have the checkbook. Okay, and believe me, I will start figuring ways how to have people figure something. Get these. Not people just to donate money. Architects, engineers, whoever, people in the food business, to somehow have these big meetings to once and for all just feed the kids. Because guess what? If you feed them, it's going to keep on going. In turn, they're going to feed other people as they get older and so on and so forth.
Right.
And
Yeah, it's a snowball effect.
that's
Absolutely.
That's the whole deal. And I let me ramble on. By the way, sorry.
No. That's
Okay.
You don't have to apologize to me.
Well, that's all.
I know a sincere.
Okay, and like I tell everybody, believe me, you don't know what it's like to be stuck with me 24 hours a day. It ain't easy.
Well,
But again,
we like to hear that.
but again, this is why.
It's a positive thing, as long as it's not negative. Well, don't knock pull.
No, listen, I don't
Let's stay
knock
positive.
pool. I don't knock pool. I love the action, so on and so forth. As long as you can afford to do it. As long as you're not taking advantage of other people. As long as this kid, like they did with Joey K his whole life, I really wanted a piece of him. And guess what? Okay? It never worked out for him. And this is what's going to happen to this kid unless he gets smart. Okay? And it's easy, and the kid deserves to be happy, to enjoy his life. And you said his daddy looks out for him big time?
Yeah, his dad's
didn't-
here.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Just saw him.
good thing it ain't Finnegan.
His dad is here. He was just over at the board.
Oh, that's terrific. Oh,
So-
good.
Yeah, his father is on premises.
Who's dad? Joey's dad?
Now, he stayed with us in the hotel last night. Me, Stevie, Coca, and the Marriott.
Oh, you stayed in the Marriott. Yes,
Yeah.
I stayed in the Illumina.
Yeah, whatever it was. They wanted us to stay in this Sonara down here.
Sayonara? Yes,
Sayonara,
I've been there a
whatever it
few
was.
times. That would be
And there was
the
somebody out front and somebody waiting in the hallway. I said, look, we're out of here.
$75 a night. That's where the poor people go and the crap people and the.
I'm
I've
sorry,
been there
I
many
just
a
couldn't
night.
go in there.
I shouldn't say many a night. I've been there quite a few times, unfortunately.
Yes, gotcha, Snooker.
But yeah, that's so cool that his daddy's here. That's a great thing. Oh, I didn't know that.
Hey, folks, don't forget, January 3rd and 4th, this is where we're going to be, Gotham City Billiard Club in Brooklyn. There's the address, 93 Avenue U. And you talk about people that support the game of pool.
Yep, they got some guys with Gotham City shirts on here. They're pretty cool looking
Yeah.
Gotham City shirts.
Absolutely. They're designed by Focused Apparel, now known as FA Clothing Line,
Well, how about
because
this
some
clothing
litigation's
line?
going on.
How about there's all kinds of big gamblers out there? Why don't you? When is this going to be? This
That's going to
Brooklyn?
be the 3rd and the 4th. Isabel and Kevin Buckley, the owners.
Isabel and Kevin Buckley.
Yes, 2 CPAs. Opened up a beautiful room, all diamond tables in Brooklyn. Really nice room.
Really?
Yeah. The last tournament they had, it was $4,000 added, and in the middle of the tournament, they added another $2,000. They made it $6,000.
I love these people already.
They're really nice. Besides the cash that they throw in, I mean, just the heartwarming
So this is somebody who knows
atmosphere
how to,
when you
right.
walk into the room.
This
It's
is
just
somebody
like,
who knows how
walking
to
into your
promote
own.
business. These are people that know how to promote business. So why shouldn't we, or you, because why shouldn't everybody in this
We,
pool
you, I
business-
like the word we. Don't say
Okay,
me because
okay,
I'm
'cause
not in
listen,
it by myself.
okay.
I like we better.
But why wouldn't you do whatever you possibly could to make sure that that tournament has more players than anything, and set up a little something for late night action, whatever it might be. Have a couple of,
Talk show.
well, not to forget that.
We turn the cameras on us.
No, please. I got more chins on the Chinese phone book. I forget about it. Okay? I got a squad nose. I'm short, fat, bald, and broke. That's why I always look at my face in the mirror. And I used to be pretty decent looking. But these people, what is the name of the grave? It's in Gravesend, Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah,
That's
the name of it. Well, this one right here. Gotham City Billiard Club.
Gotham City Billiard Club. That's 93 Avenue U. Oh, wait a second. I think there's a place called Brennan and Carr's Roast Beef. That's all I know from Brooklyn is Brennan and Carr's Roast Beef. Avenue U and Nostrum.
I've been at the room numerous times, but I really had no opportunities to go up and down the avenue.
Well, when is this tournament again at Gotham Billiards?
January 3rd and 4th, I believe.
Okay, now it's right after New Year's, so why don't you try to create something
January
special?
3rd and 4th, Gotham City Billiard Club.
Create something special. Do something unique and different to get a lot of people to go there.
Oh, it's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like it's going to be in Racks, 128 players next weekend.
And is that a ABCD at Rocks, or is that?
That's the Predator Pro-Am Tour. It's the same tour that runs here. Same way it's ran here. You're going to have an amateur side, and you're going to have an open pro side.
And it's going to be 128 people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, yeah. It's big. Plus 5,000 added.
So why isn't this like a bi-weekly thing happening all the time with these 5,000 ed and stuff like that, and give cues away for prizes? And
I would love to. I give everything away whenever I receive any kind of product from any manufacturers. My sponsors, I give them away.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. I give them
You
away.
do? Because
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a damn thing from you.
Well, you haven't been in the contest.
Wait a second. As a matter of fact, did you return my matches?
He wasn't in the contest, was he?
No.
I'm in every contest.
I contest that. Hey, Arturo Reyes, how are you, my friend?
Oh,
Welcome aboard.
Arturo Reyes.
You know him, don't you?
Is that Efren Reyes?
That's
No,
Arturo
Arturo.
Reyes.
Oh, I know sauce.
But he
Arturo.
plays like Efren.
As a matter of fact, there's a sauce that you can buy in supermarkets called Sauce Arturo. It's delicious. Let's see. Cosmo. These are all the people who are listening?
Well, you know what? They're going to take a break right now.
I don't blame them. Is Foxy Blue 52? I'm 57, so I'd like to meet you, Foxy Blue 52.
Well, Foxy Blue 52 is right there in the chat.
Okay, well, anyhow, thank you for letting me ramble
She's
on.
actually
Enjoy
from
myself.
Nebraska.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm a husky corn guy.
You're a husky corn husker.
Yes, I'm certainly am. Wow, corn. The game of pool is like Nebraska. It's all a corn maze.
Let me see if we can get a little bit up further. You see Allison Fisher in the back there.
Where?
She's back here racking the balls.
Where?
Let's see. She's back here. Well, Allison Fisher of NYC Grind. You're not looking for the Duchess of Doom, are you?
Wait a second. There's two Allison Fishers?
Well, spelt differently, yes. That's the Allison Fisher of NYC Grind.
Is that
Corn
the pretty
Huskers.
young girl who's wearing the jeans with
Foxy says the Corn Huskers.
That's
Corn
right. A nice young lady, very, very attractive. Very well, right there with the patch on her.
Yes, that's NYC Grind patch. And also Jacoby. I think that's a Jacoby patch. She is a rep for Jacoby Q's.
Oh, I think you meant NYC Grind was her nickname.
No. She's the editor for NYC Grind.
Okay, is that a coffee place?
Is it a what?
Coffee place? NYC Grind? I don't
No,
know.
it's all about pool. They promote the game of pool. They do some kind of coverage, whether it be local or across the pond, worldwide. They cover pool events and write stories.
Okay, well, this is a story I would write. Why don't
You know
they-
Jerry Tarantola. I mean,
I like
you know him
Jerry.
since
Yeah,
he's 14 years old.
Is he a
well,
grinder?
she's the editor with Jerry Tarantola on NYC Grind.
Well, grind to most people means coffee. Well, grind out a living. But grind,
True.
no, what they ought to do.
Well, this is their logo right here, and it's just an animation of what they do to spin in the
Well, it
wheels.
looks
It's
like
called
gears.
NYC Grind.
But see, what they ought to do is get the people from Gotham Billiards and NYC Grind, okay, and have them grind out their own special coffee blend for pool players. And I guarantee you, these guys pay $25 for a piece of chalk, these knuckleheads, okay? Let me tell you something. And those ugly, and those black tip, ugly
at Troy.
drumsticks, okay?
This is Troy from New Jersey. He says, "Hey Al, did this cat run over a skunk again on his way?"
So people,
You're brutal, man.
wait a second, people are actually listening to me?
Yeah. There's lots of people listening, and that's the chat room that we have open. on
Wait a
Ustream.
second. For real, this
This
isn't
is
like
the real deal.
This is not like 20 people. How many people are really listening to that?
I don't
Because
have the count up here, but
it's
I think I
not
could
more
look
than
into
10,
it right here.
It's not more than 10 people.
Yeah, this is a lot more than 10.
No, all kidding aside, for real.
Is there a way that I can tell from here? Well, here's the list.
178 chatting.
There's 178 chatting, and the ones that are not chatting, I don't know. Look,
What do you mean not
these
chatting?
are all people. These are all people that are not signed into the chat.
What is that? In other words, when you're saying not chatting, but they're listening?
They're not
Yeah.
signed in with a username, yeah.
So there's more than
there's
170
200
people, pool players listening to me?
212. there's 212, Iggy says.
Iggy, my man. I know you popped. Oh, my God. Snooker, Cornhuskers. Who is Scotty B? What kind of name is that, Scotty B?
You know
Change that
Scotty.
thing.
You know Scott Bannon.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. If you've seen him, you know him. He knows you.
So I must owe him money. God. Holy shit. That's when people walk up to me. Hey, Mr. Action. Sorry, I don't have it. Well, send Crazy Dave home, please. Who says that? LA player. Need a job, move to North Dakota. That's a good idea. Yeah. Listen, no matter what, who is listening, I'm just having fun. All kidding aside.
That's something. If we're not
For
having
real.
fun, we're not going to do it.
I really thought I was talking like 10 or 12 people, Stevie. Uncle, I apologize to all of you. I was just having fun.
No,
All
you don't
right?
have to apologize. You didn't say nothing wrong.
Of course not.
Just be yourself. And I
know.
don't have to tell you that. You're
Yeah.
always yourself
Let me
anyway.
be blunt with you. Look at it this way. Uh-oh, there's really a lot of people listening.
I'm looking, guys. Looking at it this way. We're waiting.
So,
All right. What I'm going to do is
Yeah,
take.
please
I'm going
get
to
me
take
out
a
of this
picture.
mess.
No, you stay right
You ain't
here.
taking my
I'm going to
picture,
take a
believe me.
picture of me, Steven, Mr. Action in the
not with
booth,
these headphones on.
so you can see. Oh man, my phone's almost dead. Jeez, Whitaker.
My phone. Wow. So again, good
how do
luck
you
with all this pool stuff. And all you guys, for real, if you're listening out there, step up to the plate and bet. Okay? Forget betting. Join these tournaments. Okay? Donate some of the winnings to charities. All right? Do something like that where it's going to be a big donation to charity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got him.
And I'm going to see you, hopefully, if I can get there, to where am I going?
We're going to put Mr. Action up on the.
We're
the
going to go
screen.
to Brooklyn, Gotham City Billiards. I'd like to meet the people who put the $4,000 in. They deserve everything in the country.
Oh, they're really, really nice people.
And the guy who owns Rocks, he's a nice man too, I
Did I
believe.
send it?
Yeah, seriously, don't send my picture because I do owe a lot of people money and I don't want them finding out where I am.
Well, you signed the waiver before you got in the booth, so we
Yeah.
got news for you. You're open for hunting.
So again, anybody who thinks I'm a creep and a dick, I apologize.
Watch the language.
Sorry, okay.
It's okay.
I was just having fun.
He meant
you know,
detective.
Voicing my opinions about the downside of the pool game. Oh my God, is my face that fat? No wonder I can't get girls.
Well, the camera puts an extra 10 pounds on you.
Holy shit, I am so ugly. I swear to God, I'm on a diet.
Listen, it's the lighting. Relax.
It's not the lighting.
It is.
Oh my God.
It's just a quick snap. That's
I'm
all it is.
horrible.
It's only a quick snap.
Look at my skin cancer showing there, my ripped nose from my motorcycle accident. All right, listen.
Okay, here's Mr. Action, folks. You ready
Please,
for this?
another seat, please. Don't even. Oh my God. Oh.
There you go, Mr. Action. Right
Well,
there.
if I wasn't depressed enough,
You're not depressed. That's a quick snap picture. It's really not appreciated, but that is Dave right there.
well. So any girls just feel like, phoning in. You have my number. Give me a phone call. Anyhow, Al,
Yeah.
it was nice seeing you again.
And you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay in the house here
No,
anyway,
but again,
right?
I congratulate you on your successes here and your successes
Thank
in all
you.
this business. And I truly know that you're one guy who wants to see this. Anybody who says the pool should be in school really loves this game, and you certainly do, and I know Stevie does too. So I wish you goodness and building up to whatever it becomes, and I hope you're the
In a
next.
good way.
Yeah, of course, and you're going to become like famous as Howard Cosell was in the football. You'll be the billiard guy.
Yeah, right.
See you, kid.
From your lips to God's ears and back
again,
down to earth, thank
to,
you.
To everybody else, sorry for being a knucklehead. See ya.
All right, Dave, thanks. All right, there you have it. Mr. Action in the booth, stepping out. Steve Kurtz didn't say very much.
I couldn't get a word in.
Yeah, I know. It's tough to get a word in with him. But, sometimes, and not sometimes, a lot of times he speaks right from the heart. We just want to listen in and get his input. And now Mr. Scott Murphy's here. 1 second. Scott says that we can criticize his shot selection. Anyway, the players are back at the table. We'll update you with the score in 2 seconds. I got my Turning Stone sweatshirt on here. I'll pull over. I got to take off. Now it's starting to get a little warmer. Guess to crank the heat up. And let's
I
get
could really go for coffee.
All right. But you can't get it here. You got to go across the street.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here we go. Looks like 33. Evan Broxmeyer up at the table. Hits him pretty hard as the 10 ball goes right towards the corner. If it falls, it does not count.
It actually fell.
Yep. Really, for those of you that don't know Dave, a.k.a. Mr. Action, really is a nice guy, honest. Would you agree, Steve?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He'll give you the shirt off his back.
Oh, without a doubt. He's been doing that for years. And there isn't a place that I go to or a person that I speak to that doesn't like Mr. Action. Oh, here we go. No, but that's just a quick picture, Dave. That's just a quick picture. That's all it is. Don't. I'm not a very good photographer. Looks good. Looks good. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you a little bit of history about Mr. Action. There wasn't a weekend or a week that went by when he was caught up in the action. He didn't get that nickname because he wasn't good action. What we considered good action, a gambler, betting, going in a pool room and betting the whole room. Okay, he owned a home improvement business at one time, and it wasn't unheard of that Mr. Action was in the room playing a set for 10,000, 20,000 back in the day. So that's how he got his nickname. Where is he from? He's from Long Island.
He was kind of like the Dippy Dave of
Yeah.
back in the day.
Back in the day,
You know,
right.
he'd play anyone for anything. It didn't matter.
Right. And Dippy's been doing a lot of dipping lately. He's out there in the sand dunes. He bought himself a buggy, a sand buggy, whatever you call those things.
Uh-huh.
And he's out there living it up. Yeah, I figured I'd snap a picture. You know, I really don't have any pictures of a lot of people that I do know through the years, and I should have had them. You know, now that cell phones are available, I can put them in files and actually pass them along to Mary Keniston. You know, after a while, you know,
Right.
she preserves them and keeps them on her website. I see Marty's been passing a lot pictures to her. I think last week I seen a photo that Marty passed on to Mary. All right, any case, right back to the pool match. Scott Murphy up at the table is going to force kick behind the 3 ball. There you go. Look at this. Nice direction. He needs a cushion. Ball in hand. Small.
How do you want it?
Regular milk and sugar, cream and sugar. Regular 2, 3, whatever you want to put in there. Get me pumped up. I'm going to be here for a little while. I'm going to be here pretty late tonight, so let's juice that coffee up a little bit. Take them off Facebook. Yeah, what I want to do is collect them. I want to collect them. Even you, Iggy, you know what? I think I have a couple of pictures with you in the booth. I like to get everybody. And just make like a, I don't know. Commentators that sat in, something like that, and just start a file. But, you know, doing so many things during the evening, during the morning, during the night, where do you find more time? Okay, Evan Broxmeyer on the 9-ball. Looking to break this tiebreaker. It's now 3-3. There you have it, 4-3. We're going to. Oh, wait a minute now. Hold it. Oh, he didn't put up his game before. It's now 5-3, Evan Broxmeyer. 5-3. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, folks, if you get a chance and you happen to be out here in Lindenhurst, Long Island, somewhere within the area, stop by Mr. Q's. Mr. Q Billiards, not Mr. Q. With an S, it's Mr. Q. And there's the address right there on the poster, 76 East Sunrise Highway. Mr. Q Billiards. Evan Broxmeyer gives me the signal that he's ready to go. Any scores on Alice's Fisher's game? They don't have beads, I don't believe. Or they do, but they're very tiny. I can't see them from here. Maybe we can get a runner. If I can get a runner to take a look, we'll give you an update on that. Picture of me? I can give you a picture of me. Give me a second there, Vic. I got him right here. Let's see, where do I got him? Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. Yeah, believe it or not, I think I've seen some today and I threw them in the trash. Huh. Let me see. See the trash bin right here. Probably did throw them in the trash. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Nothing in that folder. Nothing in that folder. Huh. Probably a monkey's uncle if I didn't see them this morning. Oh, I know where they are. 2 seconds. Open this up. Okay, as Evan Broxmeyer is going to attempt to jump this 7. Attempt? No, he might have made the 8. As the 8, whoa, the 10 ball goes cross corner. Now you can't slop the 10. It has to be a call shot, call safety. And here is Upstate Al right here. That's a picture from Rax. And we got to get Steve Kurtz up there. Steve Kurtz is sitting off to my right. It's funny, Troy says, I have an 8x10 glossy in my trunk. I actually did. Oh, you know what? I gave it to Scott Murphy. I do have a caricature picture that Mr. Sawyer painted for me. And I left it here in the pool room for Scott. He said he wanted to hang it up, so I guess it's on his wall somewhere. But it's funny that you mentioned that because I did have one in my trunk for a while. Steve Kurtz. Tired yet? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Steve. He doesn't have a headset on. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, Steve. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's Sunday. I'm allowed to do that every once in a while.
Yeah, you're allowed. Had to run over and get a cup of coffee.
Coffee. Thank you. Thank you, by the way.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't get to see
got some crumb cake here too, if you want.
I don't get to see my buddy Steve Kurtz too often. When I'm usually in the area, he tries to make his rounds and get around to coming by. He knows I'm stationary. I can't be mobile.
Just
when I'm here.
usually here when I'm working.
Yeah.
But then again, when am I not working?
This is true. True statement. As Evan Broxmeyer is going back to the air with the pogo stick. Couldn't hit it any better than that as he hits it right into the heart of the pocket. Great shape on the 4-ball. Now, you spin out between the 10-6, don't you? Come out there for the 5 in the upper corner.
Yeah. Looks like he's drawing back, though.
Going to draw above the 10. Oh, he's going forward. And he's going to hit the 10, but he's going to be okay. Still going to have a shot. Second time, he almost pocketed the 10.
Collision Poe.
He knows I've been up early. In fact, I think I posted something on Iggy's wall, or I made a comment earlier this morning. I forget half of the things that I do. I did make a comment. I said, it's always an honor to have.
Oh, he's up since early this morning because he hasn't gone to bed yet since yesterday.
Oh, look at this. He got the bump, almost went in the corner pocket, stayed out. Now he's got to play the 6-8 combination. I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun seeing everybody at Racks next weekend. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I wish
really
I could be
excited.
there for both days. I have to work on Saturday, so I won't be able to make it then. But I should be there Sunday at some point.
That's the finale. Up for the side pocket. Ooh, man, this table is quick. As Evan Broxmeyer, the facial expression of disgust, because he knows he hit it that fast. He has to take into consideration the new cloth, you know, and it just overran it. He was playing that 7 for the side pocket. Look where he
Should
wound
have
up.
hit it a little harder and came back around.
Could have did that
You know
too.
that the table's fast and you're probably going to overrun it.
But you know what? Why
don't
even
matter.
worry? You know, when you can split the heart like that and wind up with perfect shape. Not only that, it goes to the hill. 6-3. Mr. Broxmeyer in the lead. What happened here with this? There we go. Neil, the pool detective. My ace in the hole is in the room. He was going to sit in the booth. He just got a phone call. Oh, Steve, I can't do any of that cake. That looks delicious, though. I'll tell you, enjoy it. That looks like a cinnamon crumb cake. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I can't. Well, first of all, Iggy in the chat says hi to the Neilster. Iggy. Say hi to everybody. Neil Paxton in the booth. The Neilster, known a.k.a. as the pool detective.
How you doing? How you doing?
All right, not bad. You know Steve Kurtz, right?
Yep.
Good.
What's up, Neil?
How you doing?
What do you think, Neil, about this game? First of all, Iggy says hello to you.
Hey, what's up, Biggie?
Evan Broxmeyer on the hill. Scott Murphy at 3.
Is that the open side?
That is the open pro side, yeah.
Oh.
Low battery look. Neilster,
Yeah.
over here. Here we go. That's the Neilster.
there were a couple of times that I told him, I don't care if it's sold, I would put them anyway. And he would put like on the back of the But he was
It's a nice picture. I think I need to lose some weight.
What are you taking off your headset like that? Did I give you permission to do that? Put your headset back on before I give you a slap. I'll send you to the bathroom. What? Huh?
Who does it go to?
The FBI. Put your headset on. You take it off again, and you're going in the corner. All right. Ow. You have Facebook message, old photos from back in the day. I will get that. Right now, operations are a little tight right here. I will do that. Scott Murphy having a rough time in this tournament, you know, but he's keeping calm as much as he can.
It's all right. It's not super loud. It's just slightly in the background. It's not that bad.
The stream can hear it.
Well, if I could hear it. They could hear it.
Steve Kurtz sitting in the booth right here. And that's Neil, the pool detective, sitting on the opposite side. All right, now you got everybody. You met everybody sitting in the booth right now. Okay. Did you make the cut for Rax? I don't know. I would imagine so. Didn't you play in 7 events already? Foxy saying hi to you. Iggy, did you?
What's up, Foxy?
I got Tony right beside me. If you ever want to know about any pool room in the world, this is the man you want to talk to. Neil Paxton, a.k.a. the pool detective. That is him. Nice guy, really is. Very talented, by the way. Plays a mean piano, don't you, Neil?
Mean.
A mean piano.
Mean.
I walk into this pool room. What was the name of that room upstairs? Spin City.
Spin City.
I walk into Spin City, and I start hearing this Billy Joel. You were playing the Piano Man or something, weren't you?
I think I was playing the Sting.
Or the Sting, or whatever it was. The theme from the movie The Sting. And I'm wondering where this music is coming from. And I turn around, and there's Neil sitting at the piano. My first thought was it was one of those self-playing machines, right? Because you would never. I know Neil many years, and I would never suspect that he played a piano. Neil doesn't.
I don't look like a piano player. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what a piano player actually looks like.
Billy
but I
Joel.
didn't think that you would be, and I'm not degrading you in any way.
No, I understand.
I didn't think that would be your expertise, playing an instrument such as the piano, of all things. I mean, that's like super duper hard. You know, it's like playing a harp.
Right.
You know, and just a vertical harp, right? Or a horizontal harp. The vertical harp is the other one. And here's this guy. I walk over to the piano, and sure enough, he's playing the piano. And people
Between sets.
and it wasn't only myself. There was other pool players I know you for years that
That's
never
right.
knew you played the piano also. And they started calling out songs, and you were like, yeah, I know that song. And then somebody else say, you got a request? Yeah, he knew that song too. I mean, just like bang, bang, you know, off the top of his head.
And
played
I
it
only
well.
know 10 songs. It's
And played
amazing
them
how
well.
they knew which 10 songs I played.
Anyway, Neil does play a great piano, and the piano happened to be in the pool room because the owner loved to play the piano. I think his daughter did too.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think Frankie was playing somebody, and Frankie missed the 8, and I started playing this thing.
Well, there you have it, folks. They just shook hands. Scott Murphy says, Evan, you got it. So Evan defeats Scott Murphy on the B side, and Scott Murphy is now eliminated at the Open Pro event. We're going to move on with another match as soon as we have it up for grabs. We'll
Evan
be right back.
Broxmeyer is playing real good, too.
We want
I haven't
to-
seen him in like 7 years. And
Let me end this recording real quick, and then we'll
All
get
right.
into the conversation. We want to thank Steve Kurtz, Neil Paxton, a.k.a. the Pool Detective, for sitting in the booth alongside Upstate Al, and, of course, Dave Mandela, right? Mendel. Dave Mendel, Mr. Action. Never knew his last name. Was sitting in, and we're going to be right back with another match, folks. Please stand by. Thank you, guys.
all right.